Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. In today's video we have some very important info to talk about in regards to Season 1 for Modern Warfare, which will be releasing on December 3rd, this upcoming Tuesday. We're going to talk about actually what's going to be happening, new maps, new different stuff like that. But the main thing is that this entire battle pass, all 100 tiers have been leaked. We're going to cover how many variants you can be expecting, what new weapons you can be expecting at what points in the battle pass, and basically what all of these, because we're getting like 20 new blueprint variants, 3 of them available for free, and then 17 available of them from the paid battle pass. At least that's what's been leaked as of right now. But of course, that doesn't mean you have to buy all 17 of them. You can buy the battle pass for, I believe it's $10 up front, and then you can earn and unlock those. So basically, you can get all this stuff for $10, which is a fairly decent deal, I guess you could say. Of course, you could also buy it up front and spend more money to get more tiers up front. We're going to talk about that and basically give everything you need to know about what's going to be happening on Tuesday and what this battle pass contains, as well as new free content. Because even though the battle pass, I mean, it does have some sections that are free, but most of all the good stuff is going to be, you have to buy into it for $10 or whatever it's going to be. But as far as the content with the weapons, with the maps, with the spec ops, with the game modes, all that stuff is going to be completely free across every single console. So a lot of new stuff to talk about in this video. If you guys could drop a like on this thing, that would be absolutely incredible. Let's go ahead and go for 848 likes. If we could hit that, that would be awesome. Drop a like on this video. It only takes a millisecond to scroll down, tap that like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed. Let's go ahead and get into it. So first of all, we'll talk about this poster and the release schedule, and then we'll go in a couple minutes into everything about the battle pass. So this is the poster that was officially dropped, and it basically teasing everything we need to know about what's going to be happening. The biggest free content drop in Call of Duty history begins December 3rd, free same day on all platforms. Season content and launch date subject to change, which is interesting down there at the bottom. But it looks like this is what's going to be happening. And the first thing to talk about is Season 1 will officially begin on December 3rd for PS4, Xbox, and PC. But Activision says that not all content in the graphic will be released on December 3rd. Note, some of this content may drop later than the Season 1 start date of December 3rd, and additional content may be added to Season 1. So this is very interesting, and by looking at this graphic, we can see these weapons are going to be part of the Battle Pass or the stream, so they should be dropping in terms of Day 1 on December 3rd. As far as the spec ops, the multiplayer modes, the gunfight maps, the ground war map, and the multiplayer maps, how I think this is going to work is at first you see this poster and it gets you really, really excited because all this stuff is going to be coming to the game, and of course it looks awesome. Specifically for me, the 2 new weapons, the ground war map, and those multiplayer maps, as well as the gunfight as well, but I'm not the biggest gunfight player myself. I'm into those multiplayer maps, which of course you notice Crash, Vacant, and Shipment doesn't take a genius to figure out, okay, this is Call of Duty 4. So my theory is maybe if they're doing Call of Duty 4 drops on the Season 1, maybe Season 2 is more Modern Warfare 2 based, Season 3 Modern Warfare 3 based. I don't know, that's just a random theory that I thought of when I saw this. But the first thing to note is that important thing that I just read out, which is that not all of this stuff will be dropping on Day 1. So although this graphic is very, very exciting, I think a lot of this stuff will come out on Day 1. I think we're probably going to be getting Crash and Port and definitely these weapons in the Battle Pass, but I'm not sure if Vacant and Shipment will be coming out Day 1 or if all those gunfight maps will be coming out Day 1 as well. I also think that because we've had Shoot House 24/7 for so long, and the developers have talked before on Twitter, just responding to fans and people in the community that play this game, saying that basically fans of the franchise saying that they're going to rotate 24/7 playlists. So I'm thinking maybe another theory is that they're going to cut off Shoot House 24/7 and maybe switch that over to something like a Crash 24/7 and then maybe a Shipment 24/7 when that gets released. But it looks like not all this stuff will be coming out Day 1, but we are going to get some big changes into this game, and I think it's probably going to be Crash and Port added right off the bat, and I'm not sure about Vacant and Shipment. Maybe those ones will come out in the upcoming weeks, or maybe it all comes out Day 1. Who really knows? But that's what we have as far as the graphic. Now, of course, all the way over on the right, you could notice the Ram 7 and the Holger 26, which the descriptions for these weapons is, of course, and we can read out sort of some of this stuff here. The Ram 7 is introducing a new fully automatic bullpup assault rifle with integrated Picatinny rails at 3, 6, and 9 o'clock, and the Holger 26 is an LMG spec of the Holger model rifle with integrated sight rail and drum magazine for additional ammunition carrying capacity. So pretty cool stuff there. The AR, definitely from the look of it and from the leaks and everything we've got around it, reminds me of a TAR 21, so I'm going to be interested to see that. But that is the stuff that we have as far as the free content drop coming out. But then also what's going to be releasing is that this was leaked from a user on Reddit, was actually able to go into the files and data mine all of this stuff that is going to be upcoming into the game, which is pretty crazy, to be honest. This was found via Reddit by Senescalo, who's been a known leaker, who's been leaking a bunch of stuff accurately in this game so far. So it looks like this entire Battle Pass description is accurate, although it is subject to change because, of course, when I'm recording this video, it's the 28th of November. This stuff doesn't officially get released till December 3rd. So while I don't think the actual content is going to be changed, maybe like 5 out of the 100 might be changed, the numbers they come out at. So if they have something at tier 30, they might make a last minute change and say, oh, we want to make that tier 50, make this tier 30. Who knows what's going to happen, but this is, of course, leaked and subject to change, but it looks like this is what we're getting as far as the Battle Pass. And the Battle Pass consists of 81 paid tiers and 23 free tiers for a total of 104 tiers, the first 4 of which are granted immediately after purchase. Tier boosts can be purchased in increments of 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, and 50. Now, in this Battle Pass, there is 2 new weapons, 2 free, 0 paid, 1,300 COD points, 3 free, 10 paid, 12 operator skins, 0 free, 12 paid, and 20 weapon blueprints, 3 free, 17 paid, as well as more stuff. Now, the first noticeable thing I notice about this is that there looks like there's going to be no camos in the actual Battle Pass. It's mainly just XP tokens, watches, operator skins, blueprints, player cards, emblems, knife skins, and COD points. That is the majority of stuff, as well as some sprays, stickers, emblems I'm seeing in here as well, player cards, although that's stuff that I personally don't care for as much. So how is this going to work? Now, like I said, you're going to have to, if you just do the free version of it, you can earn 23 free tiers, which include the best 2 free tiers, which are the new weapons, which are actually available at, as far as the leak show, if this isn't changed, tier 15 is the Holger 26, as far as the new weapon, legendary LMG, and tier 31 is the Ram 7 legendary assault rifle. So what's interesting about this is the way that I see it is, first of all, if you buy the Battle Pass and you unlock, you earn 1,300 COD points. So let's say the Battle Pass is sold for 10 bucks or 1,000 COD points. I think it's going to be somewhere around there up front. If you actually buy the Battle Pass and then you play and grind it all out, you're actually able to get more COD points back than you spent. Of course, it's not real money. It's still COD points, but that actually makes it very affordable, I guess you could say. Also, you're able to purchase tier boosts. So like myself, I'm probably just going to buy all 100 tiers up front on day 1, just because I'm a YouTuber and I want to have the content up front, not necessarily having, I'll grind out all the levels as well, but I want to have the content available to make videos on the blueprints, on the weapons, and all that sort of stuff. But for the normal player, I don't think that's worth it at all. I think you're probably going to want to either buy the normal bundle, or they're going to have maybe an extended bundle. If you compare to how this works, the easiest way to understand it is if you're familiar with Fortnite at all, it's basically the same system as we've had in Fortnite and like we've had in Black Ops 4. It's a very similar system to that in terms of how the Battle Pass works. So you can probably purchase it for 10 bucks up front and then earn yourself all this stuff unlocked for just the cost of 10 bucks. Plus you'll get your 1,300 COD points back. So in that regards, it looks pretty good. But what do you actually get from this Battle Pass? Like I talked about all the things with the weapon charms, all that stuff. You get, the main part is the 2 weapons, which are available for free on the free side of it. And then the other main part is, of course, I guess you could say the 12 operator skins, which are all paid, the 1,300 COD points, which you earn back, and the 20 weapon blueprints, which is probably the biggest aspect of this. 100 tiers and 20 different weapon variants, which are absolutely key. Now, I went through with my friends in a YouTube, or not really YouTube, but I guess like a Call of Duty YouTube Discord, and we would go through each of these and sort of try to look at the images and discover what each of these weapons are. So I'm going to read through all of them and talk about, at least as of right now, of course, these could be changed in terms of like, if I say level 51 is a PKM variant, they could change that and make that a different tier. But as far as what we're going to be getting, I don't think this stuff is going to be changed. And as far as right now, it looks like tier 1, an M4 variant available for free, and that one is going to be called the Purist. Then we have tier 8, which is a PKM variant called Wrong Term. Tier 18, which is is it seems like an M19 variant, Impossible Task. Tier 20, an MP5 variant called Sand Snake. Tier 27, an EBR rare variant called Stay Frosty. Tier 35, an R9 Zero shotgun variant. Tier 38, an HDR. Tier 42, a Deagle. 45, a Scar. 51, PKM. 55 is going to be a Car 98K available for free called the Long Arm. 59 is a P90. 65, a model shotgun. 71, a Dragunov. 76, a 1911 pistol. 81, an Uzi. 85 is actually a variant for, because I said the new weapon unlocked at 15, but tier 85 looks like it's going to be a variant called the Gilded for the new weapon, the LMG, the Holger. 89 is going to be an Origin 12 shotgun variant available free for people that don't even purchase the Battle Pass. 95, an EBR. 99, a Ram 7 variant for the new, basically TAR 21 looking weapon called the Corruptor. So this is interesting stuff, and there are some images that were leaked for this. Basically, the images just show the weapon variants. A lot of them are plain. A few of them have some cool looks to them, but the majority of them are kind of plain, in my opinion. If you do want to see them, if you don't want to wait until they actually are released on Tuesday, and you want to check out some images as of right now, I'm not sure if I can show them on the screen because, of course, this stuff is leaked info and Activision is known to take it down, but I will put a link down in the description to the article on Charlie Intel, so if that article is still up, you can click through there and check out some of the images that you want to for some of this stuff. The majority of it is, a lot of plain things in terms of player cards, sprays, and other things, but I think these variants, like I just talked about, are going to be very, very key, and although the majority, honestly, if you just listen to what I read out, a lot of those variants are not for, you didn't hear many M4 Kilo, FAMAS, FR556, AK-47. You didn't hear many of the MP7, MP5 popular guns in there. There's a couple popular gun variants, but the majority of them are to weapons that aren't as used, and maybe they want people to get those variants, which of course come with like attachments built in, or maybe even a cosmetic weapon sight change, even though I don't really know if that's cosmetic or not, kind of like how they did it in World War II. It's going to be interesting. Now, as far as this Battle Pass, what it looks like as far as the leaks, it looks like it's going to be good in terms of being user friendly, that it's a low cost to entry, $10 where you can earn 1,300 COD points back. It does give you something to grind. It does also give people the option to, let's say you want to get, level 31 is the Ram 7. You want to get that right off the bat on day one. You can probably just spend $30 to get that off day one. And I'm guessing that's what they're trying to do, is to bait people into spending, of course, instead of grinding for a couple days, to spend that 15, 20, $30 up front to get your weapons up earlier, right on day one. And I'm guessing this is sort of the system they're going to do. One thing that really disappointed me, I like how there's so many variants. 20 variants is ridiculous, and I hope these variants aren't just reskins and just plain. Some of them, I'm looking at them, they're just straight up just blank camos on them, just either just completely black or a dark gray or a blue, just not the most insane camos. But we also have other ones which look very, very nice, and it's going to be interesting to see that this is probably one aspect with the Battle Pass, but I'm guessing we're also probably going to see some other things similar to how it was in Black Ops 4, where maybe they're going to be selling bundles, maybe there's going to be an item shop. Who really knows? It's all speculation as of right now, but I'm guessing that this won't be the only way that they try to make money off of people, and there's going to be a lot more stuff coming. But this is as far as we have in the Battle Pass. For Season 1, it looks pretty decent in my opinion. The biggest thing that disappointed me or pissed me off was no camos, and the way that they see it is, I guess, is the blueprints are supposed to be camos that you combine with the actual camos. While this game does have a lot of camos in it as of right now, there still needs to be a need for, I guess you could say, having some other way to get new fancy camos, because that was, you look at a game like IW, they just had so many. Then in a game like this, it's going to be more like, stickers and charms. I like those stuff, but they can't compete with just a pure, beautiful looking camo you get out of a, whatever it'll be, out of a Battle Pass or a supply drop or an item shop or a bundler, all the different ways they try to sell stuff in this game. But yeah, that's what we have as far as this Battle Pass, which will be coming out on December 3rd, upcoming on Tuesday. Once this thing comes out officially, of course, I'll show it probably in game. I'll be testing everything out, keeping you guys up to date on all the content around it. But yeah, that's what we have as far as right now. Of course, leaks are subject to change, but I wanted to go through and read out everything that we have, because even on the article, which I will link below, you can check out images, but it doesn't necessarily say what each of the weapons actually are. You kind of just have to look at them and try to figure it out. So I'm sure, I went through it with a couple of my YouTube buddies, I'm sure we probably got a couple of these wrong, but the majority of them we did get correct, I believe, and a lot of the stuff we will be seeing in the game coming upcoming on Tuesday. And then of course we're gonna have to wait and see how they do the drip feed of content with these drops. I really do hope that they drop all those maps, Crash, Vacant, and Shipment on December 3rd, but something tells me maybe they're gonna withhold some of this stuff, make it come out closer to Christmas, because that's a big boom. Not only is release day and release week a big boom for Call of Duty, but around Christmas time, a lot of people buy the game and get new players into the game, which can be interesting. Of course, also seeing the fact that the DLC weapons are free, so you don't have to worry about spending money for that, I think is a huge positive and just the right way to go for the community. And at the end of the day, all this stuff is cosmetic. If a weapon variant does change your default sights, it can help you out in the game. So I don't know if that's necessarily helping you in the game or if it's just cosmetic. They say it's just cosmetic, but who really knows? At the end of the day, you don't need any of this stuff from the Battle Pass, but if it's a low cost to entry and some more stuff to earn, I think that is a fair way to do it. And of course, you don't need to spend a huge amount of money to get the tiers up front like every YouTuber would do. As a YouTuber, it's different if you're going to buy the stuff up front because you want to be able to inform the community, inform your viewer base, show off the stuff, and of course, it's your job as well. It's sort of investment into your job as a player just playing the game. If you were to spend $100 every time to just unlock everything, it does seem like kind of a waste, especially if you're someone that can grind out and unlock all the stuff. However, if it's people's money, they can spend it however it is. If you have $100 to spend and you want all these camos, or not camos, but all these blueprints, go ahead and go for it. I'm just trying to explain the different ways that it can work and the ways that this system can be beneficial for people trying to spend a lot of money, but also beneficial for people trying to not spend very much money, only $10 every single time the seasons come out, at least as of right now. Who knows if this will change in the future, and then unlock this sort of stuff. Do I think this is the best system? I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see because it's not even out yet. As far as the Battle Pass, I think that's a cool system. Obviously, they just got inspiration from Fortnite, just like Black Ops 4 did. But we're gonna have to wait and see how they try to do these bundles, because especially with Black Ops 4, they were kind of slimy with how they did the bundles sometimes, and like just casing things together or making package deals. So we're gonna have to wait and see on all that stuff. But yeah, I'm just sort of rambling at this point. I don't know why. I'm really passionate about this and seeing how they do this DLC content. I knew this game was gonna be good because they had a huge release. And now it's sort of up to how they add this content in. This is something I'm really passionate about, and that's why I'm talking so much about it. But yeah, if you guys want to see everything, link down in the description. We'll be covering this stuff when it comes out, and that's about it. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and comment Season 1 down in the comment section down below so I can know who the real ones are who made it to the end of the video. Drop a like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one, and that's about it, and I'm out. Peace.